In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best budget cards right now in NBA 2K23 My Team. You guys can let me know in the comment section down below, who do you guys think are the best budget cards currently in the game? And of course, let me know what you guys would change about my top 10. But coming in at the number 10 spot is going to be the Galaxy Sabonis. Now, I don't personally like his jump shot, and I think the fact that he's only got 66 speed and 66 acceleration really does make a huge difference compared to his hero version, which has the 76 speed and the 76 acceleration. Because if we're talking about this Sabonis, he's probably in the top 5 range, maybe even number 2 or number 1 because of how dominant he is. But that 10 plus speed really does make a massive difference. The card feels a little bit slow in game. He's a solid defender. Like, he's still 7'3" at the center position. Trust me, I'm not saying he's a bad card. I just personally don't like his jump shot that much, but I still understand how dominant he can be being 7'3" at the center position, and is probably the only budget. He's probably the only budget giant in the game. Like, there's cards like Mark Eden, but he can't really shoot threes. There's like Boban, there's like Simbular, but like the only usable budget giant is this Sabonis card. I think he's around 30,000 MT, maybe even a little bit lower. And I think any card under 30,000 MT is considered a budget card, at least in my opinion. But most of these cards will probably be around like 10 to 15, maybe 20,000 MT price range. But I do have Sabonis in here at number 10. At the number 9 spot is going to be Pink Diamond Luke Walton. Even though I don't think he's the best budget point guard in the game anymore, with so many good budget point guards coming out without a position 2, I still think he's a top 10 budget card. He's 6'8" at the 1 with a 6'8" wingspan. I mean, just all around is still very solid. He's got a good jump shot, very elite dribble 6. He plays good defense. Like, he's still all around one of the better budget cards in the game. At the number 8 spot is going to be Pink Diamond Elgin Baylor. I think he's slightly better than Luke Walton, being 6'5" with a 6'8" wingspan. He's going to play about the same defense as Luke Walton, because Luke Walton doesn't have the defensive stats or badges that Elgin Baylor does, but he's also a little bit taller, being 6'8". And then I think the biggest difference between the two cards is the fact that I think Elgin Baylor's release is a lot better and also does have better dribble 6. He's got the D-Mitch size at the John Wall escape. He's got the quick drop soft 1. He's got the front clutches. He's got the PJ Tucker base and the Steph Curry upper on very quick timing. I think is super good of a release, and then also does have the tray fade. So all around, I think Elgin Baylor, for about only 10,000 MT, is the 8th best budget card in the game. At the number 7 spot is going to be Tony Kukoc. Now, you have to go with the heroic version. I think he's around 20k, maybe even a little bit cheaper, because his hero is about 35,000, 40,000 MT. So I don't really know if I want to include the hero version, but they're basically the same card. I would say if you want to go ahead and get the hero one, it might be worth it, because this one's only got 88 speed, 88 acceleration, which is a massive difference compared to 94 speed, 94 acceleration. So I'd probably go ahead and get this Tony Kukoc, the hero one, if you do want the card, because I think that speed is really going to make a difference. But the card's still 6'10" at the small 4 position, 7'2" wingspan. And like I've always said about Tony Kukoc, this card is super amazing at everything besides his jump shot. He's got elite dribble 6 with a Darius Garland size up. He's got the tray escape, Dame behind the back. He's got quick drops off 1, front clutches. He's got the tray fade. Like, his animations are almost perfect. Besides his release, I'm just not really sure if I can agree with it consistently. The more that I've used him, the more that I do like his jump shot. I feel like it's a lot better than I thought it was, but still, I can't deny the fact that it's a little bit baited of a release and a little bit hard to time at sometimes, but very similar to Sabonis, still super dominant at his position, and I think is a top 10 budget card in the game. At the number 6 spot, though, is going to be Antoine Jamison, a very underrated budget card currently in the game. He's only about 15 to 20k, and he's a great 6'8" shooting guard or small forward with a 7'4" wingspan. I like that versatility on the card. The fact that he can play the shooting guard spot and be the best budget shooting guard in the game, and then also be a top budget small forward for only about 20,000 MT. Like I mentioned, he's got great all-around stats and badges. He's got a 93 3 ball, 95 mid-range, 92 speed, 92 acceleration. He's got great defensive stats. He's good at going to the basket. And then you take a look at his shooting badges. He's got Hall of Fame amped, catch and shoot Claymore, corner specialist, green machine, limitless range. He's got Hall of Fame clay breaker, quick first step. He's got Hall of Fame anchor, clams, menace, pogo stick, rebound chaser. All around great stats and badges. And then you look at his animations. He's got such a good jump shot with the Kyle Korver base and the Carmelo Anthony upper on very quick timing. A super easy jump shot to green, and also one of the faster releases in my team right now. So Antoine Jamison, for me personally, is the 6th best budget card in the game. At the number 5 spot is going to be Pink Diamond Joe Ingles. I think these top 5 guys are all very close in level of skill, because I think Joe Ingles is really not that far behind the number 2 and the number 1 budget cards in the game because he's 6'8" at the point guard spot, 6'10" wingspan. He's got great size, very solid defensive stats and badges. I think the best thing about this card is the fact that he's 6'8" at the point guard position and does have a very elite jump shot with the Cole Anthony base and the Rudy Gay upper on very quick timing, very easy to green, and also a pretty quick jump shot. And then he's got the Trey size up, the Chris Paul escape, Dame behind the back. He's got front clutches, all around a super complete point guard for the budget price, around 10 to 15,000 MT. At the number 4 spot is going to be the Hero Mo Bamba. I believe the Hero version is around 20 to 25k, and he's going to be probably the best budget center and the best budget power forward in my team currently, being 7 foot with a 7'10" wingspan. He's just the best budget big in the game. He's got such good defensive stats with a 95 interior defense, a 96 block, 90 steal, 88 perimeter. He's got tons of good Hall of Fame defensive badges. I mean, even for a pink diamond card, he's got 17 in Hall of Fame, so he's basically a Galaxy Opal card. And then you take a look at his offensive stats. He's actually got a very capable, or you take a look at his offense. He's got a very capable jump shot. He's got solid dribble 6. He's got a 92 speed, 92 acceleration. He's super quick on the court. He's mobile. He can move laterally. He can block shots, contest shots. He can rebound. He can do everything on the court that a center would need. So I do think he's the 4th best budget card in the game. At the number 3 spot though is going to be Kyle Kuzma, a very elite offensive 3 in the game. He's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan. You take a look at his stats, super well complete. I would maybe recommend going ahead and getting the Hero version. I'm not sure how much of a gap there is between the Hero one and the Elemental, but it might be worth making that upgrade. But even this elemental one is only around 15 to 20k and still super elite at that small forward position. He's got one of my favorite jump shots currently in the game with the Kyle Kuzma base, the Kyle Kuzma upper on very quick timing. I feel like it's one of the easier jump shots to green in the game, at least for me personally, and it's also super fast and quick release. He's got great dribble 6 with the Kyle Lowry size up, the Trey escape. I mean, the man is just a perfect small forward in the game, and I think the 3rd best overall budget card in my team right now. At the number 2 spot is going to be this pink diamond Ousmane Dieng. I've heard a lot of mixed opinions on this card, but for me personally, I think he's an absolute beast at the point guard spot, being 6'10" with a 7'2" wingspan. He's going to play very elite defense, having an 88 block, 92 steal. And then you also have to remember that he's a 6'10" point guard with a 7'2" wingspan, so his defense is going to be super elite with Hall of Fame anchor, clamps, glove, menace, pick dodger. You take a look at his animations. He's got the Trey Young dribble 6, which means he can move like a small guard. He's got quick drop soft 1 and front clutches as well. The only thing about the card is his jump shot is a little bit questionable, but I think him being 6'10" really does make up for that with his defensive stats and his dribble 6 as well. But at the number 1 spot, I do think Galaxy Opal Hero Turkoglu is the best budget card currently in my team. I think he's around 30,000 MT, so he is on the more expensive side when it does come to budget cards, but he's a 6'10" point guard with a 6'11" wingspan, so already looking to be one of the taller point guards in the game. His stats might not be anything too crazy on the out of position one. The hero card is a lot more expensive because his stats are way more well-rounded, and I would say maybe worth the upgrade. But even this version at kind of more of that budget price range still has an amazing jump shot. Their jump shots are the exact same: the John Stockton base, the Trey Young upper on very quick timing, a super quick jump shot, and also very easy to time in my opinion. And then he's also got amazing dribble 6 with the Kyle Lowry size up. He's got the Curry escape, which means he can Curry slide as a 6'10" point guard, and just all around I think he's easily the best budget card currently in my team. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my top 10 budget cards, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.